Great hopes have arisen around the wonder drug remdesivir manufactured by Gilead Sciences. A new report from STAT News on Gilead's experimental drug reveals an encouraging update on the drug's potential to fight COVID-19. That's as far as a good thing is concerned. However, as I understand, it is largely anecdotal and should be interpreted with caution. Remdesivir, if you recollect, was one of the first medicines identified as a contender to treat COVID-19, given that it showed promise in the past in treating SARS and MERS, both caused by coronaviruses. And according to a report from an ongoing phase 3 trial at a University of Chicago hospital, patients showing severe COVID-19 symptoms who were given the drug saw rapid recoveries in fever and respiratory symptoms, with nearly all patients discharged in less than 1 week. That's a good part. Gilead commented that the totality of the data need to be analyzed in order to draw any conclusions from the trial. A statement from the University of Chicago Medicine said that drawing any conclusions at this point is premature and scientifically unsound. If you recollect, Gilead Sciences stock has shot up after this news spread out. The Chicago report, I believe, provides an incremental positive, but the significant short-term move in Gilead's stock price will probably pull back a bit, given the eventual broader awareness that this is not the actual phase 3 data and that this is overdone in the near term. This clinical trial experience appears to represent another encouraging, albeit largely anecdotal, data point for this high-profile drug candidate. The report from the Chicago hospital comes amidst mounting anecdotal evidence supporting the drug's potential effectiveness in treating the coronavirus, which has put the whole world on tenterhooks. Last week, the New England Journal of Medicine published an analysis, and very interesting one, you must read it, showing that 2/3 of a small group of severely ill patients saw their conditions improve after taking the drug. These patients were given remdesivir as a part of a compassionate use program, which allows doctors to provide patients with unauthorized treatments when no other treatment is available. So please bear that in mind. There was no control group in the University of Chicago study. This is not controlled clinical trial data. It is a glimpse into what one of the sites that is running the trial is seeing. The information reported by STAT News came from an internal discussion among faculty members at a University of Chicago hospital captured on video. It was not official data released by Gilead or any other trial leader. Please bear that in mind. Furthermore, this data comes from a single trial site. While these data are encouraging, they are uncontrolled and from a single center, and that's not sufficient to establish conclusiveness. There is also debate around the severity of the patients included in the study. This data is part of an ongoing phase 3 trial of patients with severe COVID-19 symptoms. However, the patients were not intubated to start the study. There will be debate around the patient population and how they compare to past cohorts. There's still a great deal that we don't know, and thus we hesitate to put too much into the results generated at a single center without a control group involved. Fortunately, friends, we don't have to wait too long for a phase 3 readout in severe patients. Gilead expects results from its trials with patients with severe COVID-19 later this month. Data from its trials on patients with moderate symptoms is expected in May itself. So that's just a month from now. In addition to these two trials being run by Gilead Sciences, there are several others which are underway concurrently to evaluate remdesivir, including a phase 2 trial run by the National Institute of Health which is an adaptive, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. The data from Gilead's clinical trials on severe cases due at the end of this month could support approval or expanded use authorization. So one will have to wait for at least 1 month, as you can understand. A treatment is not going to, however, end the pandemic. So people are thinking that even if there's conclusive proof that remdesivir is effective in treating coronavirus, it will be the end, and it will end the pandemic completely. But it will definitely provide a critical bridge to the ultimate panacea, which is a vaccine. So it's just going to be a bridge to the ultimate panacea. It's a means to an end and not an end in itself. So therefore, please bear that in mind before people are so hopeful about remdesivir. I am also hopeful that the final phase 3 trials will justify the enthusiasm that is currently existing. However, you will have to wait for some more time for more conclusive evidence. Please bear that in mind before investing in Gilead Sciences. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.